Okay, here we go, guys. This is game 4 of EMPG Resolution v Decimate. They changed their mid laner out because they wanted to try someone out for their second team. We're playing a strat that Mars and I have wanted to do for a while, which is Ao Kuang Neath. I'm renowned for not hitting auto attacks, but apparently I can do it on Neath, though we'll see as this eval goes on. This game was an absolute smacking. I don't think I died this game. I think we had about a 20k gold lead when the game ended. So I'm just going to press play and we'll get started. So we're not doing anything funky. We've also got a sub solo laner in. He plays for mana really well this game. So we look here, we don't do anything silly. We've got Ao Kuang in the jungle, which doesn't provide that much pressure, but they've got Hunt Bats, which is really good for us. Getting some autos in. I stand in poke and lose a health potion for no reason. Duo getting invaded. But there's Xbalanque, Ganesh. I don't know the matchup very well. I don't think they should be getting invaded with Ganesh, but I'm not 100% sure. We don't want to risk an invade here. Mars says he's going to gank Duo, so we leave red up for a minute. We get first blood, which is great. They trade out, but they Erlang's a support, so we're okay for that. I'm fairly certain Humbats is going for the red, but I don't really want to fight him at the moment. I step up too far. I should have known if I stepped up, he was going to come through. Last game he focused me. There's no reason for him not to focus me. Although Neath has a backflip, it's not a great escape, and he can obviously follow me. He doesn't do our red though. They don't burn my beads. They get 100 gold's worth of potions, but that's it. Mars is trying to force something after first blood. Doesn't cost us anything. We lose a kill in left. We're about to get mid control here, which is good. We're 3 minutes in and 100 gold down. But we get their red, we get right camps, we're about to get left camps, I'm pretty sure. I call to go on this Hera, I think. We get the beads. Mars definitely stops me getting a solo, but that's okay. No one called out the beads timer. I back for Transcendence here. I'm not getting boots. I just want the power spike because the game plan is to get Ao Kuang ahead, which is why I picked Neath. I think playing safe in mid and just ulting his targets to secure or help him secure the kills is better. So the more power that ult does, the faster the ult comes up, the better. I go to ult solo lane. The call was too late, so I don't get it. And this is pretty much how the whole game went. I just sat still and I ulted. What's really nice about Neath Ao Kuang is that they can't ult. They can't bead to my ult because then Ao Kuang eats them. So they're kind of stuck in that stun, and the Ao Kuang damage is stupid. So their red's coming up, so we should look for that now. So at the moment we've got a 1 level lead in mid, which just got evened out. We've got a 1 level lead in jungle. My pathing is a bit awkward here. I'm just going to slow it down actually and go back through that again. So we get a ward here. We've only got my wards on the map at 5 minutes, which isn't great. Mars just wards their back camps because of how far ahead he is, and he's really looking to pressure that. I don't know what that 2 was. We're actually in trouble here. I think the pathing was okay because I was trying to get away from Hera. But as soon as I saw Erlang on the ward, I should have walked the safe way towards my team. I was never going to make it back to the tower that way if the call was to go in. But we're kind of too big for them to fight. I mean, it's a level 4 Erlang. against the level 6 Ao Kuang and Neath. If he commits too hard, he still dies. And I just run to mid. And the plan here is just to rinse and repeat. Same thing over and over again. If we look, for mana just got blue. We got their entire left side. There's nothing on his side of the jungle. I think he tries to invade our blue here. I'm going to speed this up again. So he tries to invade our blue. My ult's up. I'm calling my ult's up. As soon as I see him, and I get confirmation that they're going in, I pop him, and he dies. So the assist gold and the fact that I'm being part of all of these kills without actually leaving lane means that I just become huge this game. She's just backing in front of me for no reason. The plan is to throw that one to cancel her back, and she gets hit by it. So we get the kill. I'm calling that I'm out of mana. I don't know if we want to invade this, but we want to keep the pressure. So I said, I'm out of mana, I can't do anything. If they fight it, I don't want to be here. But they're so scared at the moment, and Ao Kuang's there. The call is to go on this Hoi Yi. The ult gets beads, which is great. So it was a great ult from Nana there. She thinks she screwed it up, but you know the whole game plan is to get beads, get Ao Kuang ahead, so it worked just fine. We're sitting at 7 minutes, 2k ahead. My ult's coming back up again, so I'm calling to look for it. We're invading blue. Once again, we cleared the whole of the left jungle, but we didn't get back camps. Something I could have done a better job of this game is securing our jungle, because our jungle's up for pretty much the whole game. I missed that one, but I'm just trying to assert dominance anyway. I don't have wards up, but once again, wards are less important for kind of ganking when you're ahead, so I don't think I should have warded there. I think I should have warded at the top so that Mars could see their rotations in and out of the jungle, because I don't think the Tumbats can actually kill me at this point. So we've got 3 in mid. I don't think we want this. I mean, we're not a team fighting comp at this point. We're a pick comp. So the more we just split them up, the better. Mars just ignores mid and goes for a fight in left. I'm just going to pause it here quickly. This is something I was quite happy about. They obviously know that I'm ulting for the Ao Kuang gank. So if I'm looking left at this point, they're going to call and the hunter's going to get out. I realise that as I go down into my ult. So I'm looking at mid, I'm looking at right, I'm looking at left. I don't want to give away where Mars is. Obviously we've got decent ward coverage, but it's not great. But I can see their mid jungle here. And if we keep going, he goes in. I ult in the end just to make sure that they don't go on him because the Erling turned up. Which is fine, it's another good use of the Neath ult. They're actually going to secure their own red here, which is a bit sad. I think that's the only one they get for the rest of the game though. Mars wants to go in here, trying to pressure that lead, which is fine. I ignore it and I go and farm some more, which is great. They go in and kill everyone, I'm pretty sure. So there's 10 minutes, we're 2.5k up. Where we differed, and we're about to get mid tower, which is great. It's something we don't do very often. So if I just pause it here, we're at the 10-minute mark, 7-2. All of these games kind of went like 8-2, 7-2, or 2-8, or 8-4. I think the first game was. But both of us are. Let me start that again. The two teams are fairly similar in skill level when the full rosters are playing. So we're both trying to figure out how to be aggressive, so we make mistakes, which is fine. We're learning from them, and I think we win the next game fairly quickly as well. But what we've shown this game is that we can employ a strategy and make it work. The whole game was have pressure solo so we can take parts of their jungle. have pressure mid, and help the Al Kwang get picks. It's working out great. 10 minutes into the game, we're 3k up, and we actually snowball this game out of control, which is great. We don't get Gold Fury like they got, but I don't think it was necessarily a bad idea to go for the towers instead. I mean, we've got pretty decent poke on solo tower, mid towers down, which is really important to make sure that their jungler isn't safe when going to mid camps. So we kind of secure mid camps for ourselves, but we're not a team fighting comp. We only want a team fight when we're about 10k up, and even then Al Kwang should never be with us. So we don't want to group for these objectives like Gold Fury. We want to spread the map, and we do that really well this game. This was the best team game we've had when we kind of go in with a strategy and we pull it off. Like the whole team was built around the Al Kwang. So we had the Xbalanque for darkness to make sure he can get in and out. We had the Ganesh just to get a little bit more pressure there to slow down the Athena Erlang. We had the Neath obviously to help the Al Kwang make the ganks early when he's not uncontrollable. And what we've managed to do is we've managed to get Mars, who's a great Al Kwang, in a power position where he's 2 levels up on their jungler, 4 levels up on their support. I mean, this game is over from this point. So that's game 4. I'm just going to quickly do game 5.